Greetings and welcome to the For Me to You show. I'm Dr. Clark, and it is another magnificent, marvelous day. Take a little time out and let's take a look into the mirror today. You know, I'm real big on self-awareness, and I thought I'd just give you a few things that you can journal on and meditate on and just kind of reflect on. So I'm going to give you a few statements, and you can always come back and listen again, or you can take you some notes and write it down. But I'm going to give you a few statements today for you to apply to yourself, all right? The first one, and in no particular order, I'm just saying the first one today is I have control over my life. I have control over my life. Reflect on it and be honest with some of the areas in your life that you're working on, those areas that you might think you have control over, those areas that you do have control over, and then those areas that you would like to have control over. All right? Next one, I'm easy to like. I'm easy to like. And you got something to kind of measure that against. You got some friends and different folks that try to give you some input on your personality and how you conduct yourself. But look at it for yourself and say, I'm easy to like. What does that look like for you? Be honest with yourself. Next one, I never feel down in the dumps for very long. I never feel down in the dumps for very long. Think on that, reflect on that. How do you bounce back when you do hit those low spots in your life? All right, where does your motivation come from? How do you get going again? The next one, I can never seem to achieve anything worthwhile. Now, this one comes up a lot for me, and when I'm doing one-on-ones, especially one-on-ones, I can never seem to achieve anything worthwhile. You have to figure out what is that thing that's worthwhile to you. A lot of times we're working to achieve things for other people. I put it like that. Sometimes we're doing things to achieve because of other people's expectations. Sometimes we're doing those things that uh, even our parents may have wanted us or might still want us to achieve. So think on that statement. I can never seem to achieve anything worthwhile. The next statement, there are lots of things I change about myself if I could. There are lots of things I change about myself if I could. Now, sometimes when you're doing these statements and self-awareness and reflecting, sometimes it's so challenging for you that you just have to really stop. That's why I wanted you to take a little time out and do a little journaling, write along the way, write a little bit, start the podcast back again and go on to the next one. I just simply make you some notes first and then go back and think on it. All right. So don't get overwhelmed. Just take your time, go slow, and you'll be just fine. I'm just going to give you a certain amount on today, and then we'll revisit because I have plenty of statements that I can apply to you. All right. But today we're just doing a little insight into yourself, a little self-awareness. I'm big on self-awareness because it begins with you. Whatever it is you want to do, it begins with you. I am not embarrassed to let people know my opinions. I am not embarrassed to let people know my opinions. I don't care what happens to me. I hear this one. I hear this one right here a lot too. I don't care what happens to me, but you should care. All right? You should care. I seem to be very unlucky. I seem to be very unlucky. Most people find me reasonably attractive. Most people find me reasonably attractive. Think on that statement, reflect on it, take a little note, and then I'm going to do one more. And like I said, we'll continue this on in later another episode. Is one good thing about it when you own what you're doing, I can do as much as I want to. All right. But I appreciate you listening in to the For Me to You show. You can always go to the website, just type in For Me to You show with Dr. Clark, and it'll take you straight to the website. There's some many courses on there that you can take. Share with a friend, buy one for a friend or something. I don't know. But always information on there as well. Appreciate you listening on Spotify, Apple, and about at least 11 different venues out there now. So we're in full circulation, listen notes, and a lot of those podcasts, they come with transcripts. So if you don't want to write anything, you can just hit the little transcript on there and you'll get the printout. You can see everything right there that's been said. Another thing is to continue to enjoy your life. No matter where you are, what you're doing at this particular time, find the joy, continue to go forward, and you'll be just fine. All right? I'll give you one more. I'm glad I'm who I am. I'm glad I'm who I am. I'm Dr. Clark. Have a great day. And just know this, it's another beautiful day. And as always, life is good. You just have to have something to compare it to. Take care.